Emery Green, quite a morning already. Tonight, President Trump will also host his first state dinner with the French president and his guests. Macron and his wife began their 3-day visit yesterday, touring the White House and having dinner with the Trumps at Mount Vernon, George Washington's former home. The French president will also use his meeting with Mr. Trump later today to try to convince him to keep the U.S. in the Iran nuclear deal. At a rally in Iran yesterday, the country's president warned that the U.S. will, quote, face severe consequences for breaking that agreement. CBS News Chief White House correspondent Major Garrett explains the dynamic between the French leader and President Trump.
A welcoming ceremony on the South Lawn just after sunrise, dinner last night at dusk at George Washington's Mount Vernon. That's what a state visit brings, the best that Washington and the American presidency have to offer. That's the pomp and circumstance side. The hard discussion part will continue today as France and the United States try to work through differences on Syria, a possible trade war, and the future of the Iran nuclear deal. Last night, President Trump welcomed French President Emmanuel Macron at George Washington's 18th century mansion in Mount Vernon, Virginia. The relationship sealed a while back with an aggressive Trumpian handshake and regular phone calls since. The French president has said his was a friendly relationship with Mr. Trump.
It's very easy. As soon as he asks for a call, I call him back, and exactly the same on his side. We have a very fluent and open discussion.
Macron arrived with an agenda: persuade the president to keep U.S. troops in Syria and stay in the Iran nuclear deal. President Trump is leaning against both.
President Macron's broken the code with President Trump. He's worked the relationship.
Heather Connolly, a former State Department official, says this state visit will highlight unity and France's acceptance of an alliance with Mr. Trump.
This is a returning the generous hospitality, but also a way to clearly state how strong a partner France is.
Macron treated the president to the Bastille Day parade in Paris last year, which included a tribute to the 100th anniversary of U.S. involvement in World War I. The spectacle inspired plans for a grand military parade in Washington in November. Macron also treated the president and Mrs. Trump to an intimate dinner at the top of the Eiffel Tower.
It's in good hands. I think Mrs. Trump is very involved, and the staff seems to love working with her.
Jeremy Bernard was the social secretary in charge of planning state dinners for President and Mrs. Obama.
Pull out all the stops, make them feel welcomed, and make it as presidential as possible.
Bernard says there's not a lot that can go wrong.
Overall, it's pretty scripted, so it just depends whether or not this president stays on script.
The state visit and, of course, the state dinner, a very big moment for First Lady Melania Trump. And she released a White House video yesterday showing her months of preparations, working on flowers, place settings, arrangements, and, of course, the food, showcasing the White House and the Trump effect and presentation at its very first state dinner. Anne-Marie?
All right, thank you very much, Major Garrett. Back to the White House now, where